Okay, McZLite. Tell me, what is it like to be you?
What's it like to be me?
Tell me a little bit of your journey. What was it like? What's
Oh,
what's a look at that path?
that is a story in itself. um, well, by looking at me, you'd be wondering immediately. I do think I kind of live in three worlds simultaneously. Um,
Why is that?
well, growing up, I was kind of been pressured to be one thing, which is a very masculine man person, while struggling with that identity.
Okay.
Um, I've I've had moments where I've experienced what's it like to be that type of person, to be a man in a man's world. I also have had moments where it's been very feminine, and I know what it's, at least small aspects of what it's like to be a woman in a woman's world. And at the same time, juggling both of those, being a trans person and how I relate to them both. And part of my journey is definitely trying to understand who I am
Okay.
while overcoming certain obstacles along the way, like homelessness and just a lot of loss.
Okay. And how do you navigate through that? The thickness of that world, through the reality of that.
Step by step, moment by moment, trying to find the happiness where it presents itself, and working through the sad moments as they come, because life's a roller coaster. You ride the waves.
So, what's the biggest joy that you've been able to experience during, those times? What are the ones that brought you a lot of joy or some relief? Was it work? Is it some other passion?
There's
Is it
parts
games?
where it's been work. There's parts where being a radio personality's brought joy to people, and having people call in and ask about songs I've been playing and sharing my passion for music and having a community to respond to that. That's been very uplifting. I want to do the same thing with video games. And I've had people come to me being more open about who I am and what I am with myself. That's allowed other people to be open about who they are themselves as well, and they've told me personally that they were inspired by me to be more open and be willing to come out as who they are.
All right. Speaking of music and radio show, what is that radio show like? Give me a feel of that radio show, and who are the ones that are big fans of.
I had the most freedom doing a college radio spot for the length of time that I mentioned. I got to play what I want and when I wanted, provided it didn't break any FCC rules. I did take some time interning at a commercial radio station, which has a completely different environment. They're there to make money, and they have to be playing very certain music to get it out to people. And so there's the commercial side where it's very controlled, and then you get a lot more freedom with like a college spot or doing something yourself.